What up, what up? Welcome back. Today is really exciting because today we have our first guest ever on the rodcast, a dating coach, Mariel Fernandez. Mariel, why don't we start off with you introducing yourself? Tell us about yourself and, where you come from, why you do this.
Yeah, sure. Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me on today, Raj. I really appreciate it. I've been in this field of dating coaching for about 10 years now. And I initially got into coaching because I really believe in women empowerment and having our needs met in relationships. I feel like oftentimes as women, we focus on pleasing our partners and aren't heard when it comes to...
That's amazing. We appreciate you coming on the rodcast and enlightening people who are struggling to find success in their dating life. And to be clear, this isn't for me. It's more for like the losers who, have issues grabbing one.
I wouldn't call them losers. Everyone takes their own time in opening up to meeting new people,
Right. I didn't mean like losers like you pussy ass bitch can't spit game loser. I meant more like, you're losing in the dating game. Let's make you a winner, which is why we have you.
Okay, well, it's good to be here, albeit remotely.
Yeah, safety first. And budget restraints to fly you out that second. So tell me something. On a scale of 1 to 13, how much would you recommend Tinder and other dating apps?
Well, it's about preference, right? Some people would love to go out and socialize, while others, tend to...
Mariel, I don't mean to cut you off. On a scale of 1 to 13 was my question.
I don't think I can exactly put a number.
Mariel, 1 to 13.
7?
Wow. So what you're saying is it's not the best option in the world, but you can keep swiping it if it helps you feel like there's a ton of dogs in the dog pound.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter what number I put on it.
Right, but you're a dating professional. You probably fucked around a lot.
Excuse me?
Now, a food critic, for example, they can easily rate a dish. They've tried it all. They've tried apples. They've tried oranges. They've even tried exotic dishes like omelets, so they have quite the educated palate. So as a professional, I can only imagine your palate is educated with most of the dongs in America. Let me talk about my personal experience, because personally, I get a ton of matches on Tinder. It's just that the girls I usually match with, they're, how do I put it, unaesthetic.
What do you mean?
Look, I love people of all shapes and sizes. Look at my mom, right? But when it comes to a relationship, I just need to know that the person that I'm dating is convenient.
Convenient?
For example, this one time I matched with a plus-size woman on Tinder. She was awesome. We talked for like 3 days and decided that our first date should be hiking. She was a bit heftier in person, which I would say is borderline catfishing, but too late to walk away. Cut to us half a mile up. We hit some rough terrain. It wasn't just a walk up, it was sort of a climb. First we tried pushing her up, which I didn't have a lot of protein in my diet back then, so that was impossible. Then we tried the other idea where she gives me a boost. I was up in a second. Then the next step, which I didn't think fully through, was pulling her up. We were trying for half an hour. We tried all kinds of angles, pull-ups, push-ups, positions. We probably even tried 69. It's a sexual position joke. 69 is a position.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Right. Of course you are. Duh. My last suggestion was for her to, just run around a bit, shed off a few heavy pounds, and then we'll try this again. She gave me this stare like I was crazy. I'm trying to help you out. I didn't want to give up on her that easy.
Wow. Okay, I'm kind of speechless right now.
I know, that's what I felt. Then it just got really awkward and she had to go home. I have no issue with heavier women if they lose about 50 to 100 pounds. The last time I had sex with one, I couldn't breathe.
Did you ever consider going to the gym? Maybe gaining some muscle, strength?
Why would I change my body for someone else? Mariel, my biggest issue is the girls that I find that are perfect for me, they just don't look at me the same way.
Shocking.
Right, so how do I attain someone like that? Asking for a friend whose name is Shri.
Well, first of all, you shouldn't really look at it as attaining someone. People aren't objects.
Are you listening, Shri? They're not objects. They're not things. I mean, they're living things, but that doesn't make them things. Continue.
You should go in with no expectations and just let a relationship develop organically, and that's why we date.
How could you possibly go in with no expectations? If she's smart, then she's smart. If she's hot, then you go in with the expectation that you're going to come in a condom tonight. And if she's both, you don't even need a condom, so you can have her babies and lock her in for life, because she's wifey material. Back me up, Shri. I'm good.
if you don't get what you expect, it's a letdown, right?
I think that's what I struggle with. I went on a date with a girl who was kind of good looking. Well, enough to nut one. She said, I'm tired, I'm headed home. I say, yeah, let's go. She says, oh yeah, no, not tonight. I gotta work early tomorrow. I said, let's pull a fucking all-nighter like the good old college days. She says, no, I get really fudgy the next day, so I need my sleep. I said, we should totally get fudgy together. She says, Raj, it's not happening. I go, why not? Did you never have sex on a first date? She said she did, but she's just not into me like that. I said, close your eyes and just imagine one of your better dates. She eventually blew me off. Not sexually, more like rejectingly. But that's my question. How do I know she wants what I want?
By listening to her. I mean, in that example that you just gave, there were several signs that she didn't want to take things further. Like she said, that she was tired.
Right, but I was tired too. It's just that sex is always a bigger priority because I haven't had it in ages.
Maybe it just wasn't for her.
Why?
Well, from the sound of it, she just didn't want to sleep with you.
Why?
I mean, there needs to be at least some chemistry, sexual tension.
Why?
She clearly didn't feel those things.
So, was she tired or no?
I think she was just trying to be nice.
I'm a realist, Mariel. I would much rather her tell the truth than try to be nice. Because if I knew she was a liar, that would have been an instant turnoff. And I would have gone home right then.
Well, if she knew that, I'm sure she would have admitted to lying right away.
Right? And I would respect her honesty, which is a trait I admire. And I'd be turned on again and keep trying. My next question for you, Mariel, is what if she doesn't respond to your texts, aka ghosting?
I'd say move on. The conversation through text gives you an idea if you want to pursue something with this person or not.
Right, but how would I know that if they don't respond to, hi, please describe your occupation?
Maybe sound less like an interviewer, just be casual.
Well, I tried that too. Quite casually, I asked another woman, what's good with it, bitch? What you do for a living, ma? No response.
Okay, maybe don't say bitch.
But I'm being endearing, not mean.
That's not what they think.
Well, okay, I did replace the word with honey, bae, sweetie, love, and none of those worked either.
It takes a bit before you get to that place with a girl.
Okay, but that's what my bud Josh does in a club. He says things like, baby girl, let me grind up on that booty real quick. Let me get you dripping.
Well, I can't speak for Josh and his baby girl, but that would not work for me and for many women.
I see what you're saying, but some girls, they just want to skip the highs and hellos and they just want to get down to business. A little spank here and a little grab there. I've seen that work.
No girl wants to be spanked by a stranger.
I really wish we had Josh in on this interview. He has a lot of insight.
Women want to be treated with respect. They want to trust that the man they're going to meet is not going to be a weirdo or a psycho killer.
Josh is not a weirdo. He's actually a nice guy. You should go out with him. Should I give you his number?
No thanks.
Okay, so what I'm getting out of this is no hi baby, hi cutie, hi sexy as soon as we match.
Definitely not.
I matched with one girl who messages first and she says, hey papi, where do you live? I go, okay, hi Sabrina, I'm in the greater New York, and yourself? She says, want to hang out? I say, yeah, that sounds fun. I'm getting excited. I should buy some condoms. I get off the L train. I get a text from her saying, could you do me a favor? Could you pick up a $50 gift card for me from the Dwayne Reed nearby? I say, yeah, sure. I'll buy it for her and she'll pay me back once I get to the place. As soon as I buy it, she sends me a text saying, send me the number on the back of the card. I'm like, yo, I'm 2 blocks away. I'll get there and then we can do all this. She says, no, please send it now. It's a family emergency and whatnot. So I didn't want to be the cause of her mother's demise or whatever. I sent it to her. Get to her place, buzz the intercom, and I'm like, hey, it's Papi. We were to hang out. Nobody responded, so I just went home. Point is, she did use a term of endearment at our first hello. So is it okay if girls do it and not guys? Because it worked on me.
You were scammed, Raj.
What do you mean?
I mean, she probably wasn't even real.
So I'll never get that $50 back? Because that was my mom's money.
I wouldn't count on it.
Damn.
Listen, so are we about close to wrapping this thing up?
Rapid fire round. Question 1. Your favorite dating app and why?
I'd say Bumble. I mean, Bumble is safe for women. It was created by a woman who's actually, I think, the first female billionaire. So.
Question 2. A man with a hot bod, 6-pack abs and everything? Or a dude with a gut?
Looks aren't that important to me. I think it's more about the kind of person he is.
Come on, I know who I'd pick.
We all have our individual preferences. I would like to get to know the person first.
Who would date a cow, except a cow?
I mean, is that a question?
Question 3. Who would you sleep with? A straight guy or a gay guy?
What do you think? A straight guy, obviously.
Why is that so obvious? The only thing obvious here is the gay dude's playing hard to get. Don't you appreciate a bit of challenge?
I don't think he's playing at anything. I'm not trying to change anybody's sexuality here.
Never say never. Question 4. Oh, I know a lot of dudes that are curious about this one. Girth or length?
Wow. That does not matter to me.
Okay, is this how you answered all your questions back in school? What's 10 times 24? Whatever it wants to be. Can you give us a straight answer here?
These questions are ridiculous, highly insensitive, and just plain offensive.
To who?
To everyone?
Well, I'm not offended.
Can we end this here? Because I've got better things to do.
Sorry, one last question. Since we're on the subject of dating, are you free for coffee this weekend? I think internet connection issue. Yeah, that was some fucked up shit. I'm pretty sure she hung up on you. Really? I would have hung up a while ago. Could you just redial? She's not gonna pick up. Just wrap it up. Oh, okay, lot of insight there. I had a couple more questions that we really couldn't get to due to the lack of time, but put it in the comment section if you want her back and I'll make it happen. And also tell me if you're digging this style of podcast where you want guests on this show. I, for one, had a great time and would love to bring more ladies guests on this show for conversation. Till next time, bye, Anara. Wow, she was feisty, dude. She probably wanted to go out with me, just didn't want to admit it on air, which I understand. I'll probably get a text from her in a bit.